The third skill we want to look at is understanding and solving piecewise functions. And really a piecewise function is a function that's got multiple parts. So a piecewise function is defined by two or more equations, and the independent variable or the x value that you plug in will determine which function to use. That is probably the key piece of a piecewise function, that when you solve it out, you are not going to solve using both equations. You are going to solve either using one or the other if there's two pieces to the piecewise function, or if you've got three, you're only going to use one of the three equations, depending what independent variable you are using. So with these, you are only going to come out with one answer. So what this notation means with this bracket over here is that the inequality describes the criteria to use for either function. So here I see x is less than 5. If I come up with a number that's less than 5, say -3, I'm going to use the equation x plus 6, which is the one that's coupled with that x is less than 5. However, if I have a number that is greater than or equal to 5, I'm going to use x minus 4. So here, if my independent variable is less than 5, I use the first equation. If it's greater than or equal to 5, I'm going to use the second equation. So an example right here. I want to evaluate the following function when f of x is equal to -4. And I look at my two criteria. The first one, x is less than 1. The second one, x is greater than or equal to 1. So my independent variable that I'm working with is that f of x is equal to 4. So I'm going to be plugging in a 4. So which of those two equations am I going to use? Or I should say -4. Here, -4 is less than 1. -4 is not greater than or equal to 1. So we're going to use the first equation because that's what makes the equation true. -4 is less than 1. So we're going to use the first equation. So f of -4 is going to be 2 times -4 plus 1, which means f of -4 is going to be -7. Notice I did not plug that -4 into both equations. You only plug the value in for the equation where your criteria piece or the inequality becomes a true statement. So here f of -4 is equal to -7 only.